I don't know what he's doing. Rio Ferdinand reveals concern with Man United's summer signing. Rio Ferdinand says he is concerned. Manchester United aren't getting the best out of Benjamin Sesko and believes there is some confusion surrounding the striker's role in Ruben Amorim's system. Sesko started on the bench as the Red Devils surrendered a one-goal lead to draw 1-1 away to Fulham on Sunday, just as he had done against Arsenal previously. And while Amorim sent Sesko on in place of Casemiro in the 53rd minute, United's £74 million signing failed to make a meaningful impact as Emile Smith-Rowe cancelled out Rodrigo Muniz's earlier own goal in the capital. Facing the media after the Craven Cottage contest, Amorim encouraged United fans to be patient with Sesko, saying the Slovenia international simply needed time to adjust to the pace of the Premier League. The United boss, though, insisted he was really happy with Sesko's application on the training ground and is confident the forward's talent will shine through as the campaign goes on. But analysing the club's latest disappointment on his Rio Ferdinand Present's YouTube channel, a somewhat puzzled Ferdinand questioned what exactly Sesko was being asked to do when coming off the bench. The former England defender also criticised United's more senior players for failing to help their new teammate find his feet in his debut season in English football. Get the ball into him. He isn't going to be an easy day's work. Get it into him and make them defend, Ferdinand said. But we are playing it around him. Sometimes it's like really basic, fundamental things. Get it into someone who can cause problems, but we go against that. So that was my main concern. You are not getting to see who he is. The six-time Premier League winner added, I would rather you play it into him and he look rubbish so we know what we've got. Because right now, I don't know what he is or what he's doing. I'm not pointing the finger, but you have got to help your teammates find their feet in the team. According to Ferdinand, the visitors let Fulham off the hook after their promising start in the match. We were dominating the life out of Fulham, scaring the life out of them, he explained. I would have thought every Fulham fan, player and member of staff would have been going, what's happening here? This isn't the Manchester United we were expecting to see. And at those moments there, the best teams punish the weak. They put their foot on their throat and say, stay there. And that's what we didn't do. We let them off the hook. He continued. We went 1-0 up, but we weren't the team in the ascendancy at that time. We weren't the team dominating. Fulham were back in the game, and it kind of came against the run of play a little bit. But I look at the team, and it feels, at the minute, that if we don't go and take the game and score a goal when we're doing well, it can destabilise us when the other team starts getting into the game. I understand why that is, because there's a lack of confidence in the players based on last season, and there's still a hangover from some of the things that went on last season. It's not like you get confidence and supreme confidence in yourselves that you can ride a bit of pressure. You can ride a change of momentum in the game. You can get through it and bob and weave. We go on the back foot in those moments, start chasing and losing our shape. That's when discipline has to set in. That's when comfort in who we are has to come into play. Ferdinand's longtime teammate, Gary Neville, has similar concerns surrounding Sesko and feels the former RB Leipzig attacker is nowhere near in terms of match fitness. I said this last week, and it's a little bit worrying. Fulham got a lot stronger when they made their substitutions. I actually thought United got worse when they made theirs, the former United and England fullback said on Sky Sports after the final whistle. Sesko, at the moment, let's just say it, he's nowhere near in terms of fitness or just getting up to speed. Despite Sesko's apparent lack of sharpness, Neville would like to see the forward given the nod from the start when United returned to action against Grimsby in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday night. He added, Ruben Amorim said before the game that there is a clamour to play him. Last week I was saying, look, let's just get him straight in. He is going to have to get him in against Grimsby and give him 90 minutes. He's going to have to probably play him against Burnley next Saturday just to get him going, because you can see he needs football. What you can't do is let a player of that value, that potential, just keep being on the bench. The problem he'll have is that he wants to keep building the team. But I think what you saw when they brought Sesko on, put Mount into midfield and took Casemiro off, they did get opened up, and it looked like Fulham could score. So, United fans, is Rio right? Are we wasting Sesko's talents, or does Amorim need more time to figure him out? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to United Vision for all the latest Red Devils updates. Meanwhile, in other news, Manchester United are finally advancing in talks to offload Antony with a new bid from Real Betis imminent. After months of uncertainty, this saga could be reaching its conclusion, and fans will be eager to hear how much United could actually recoup. Manchester United finally advancing on Flop's sale with new bid imminent. Manchester United could soon be rid of Antony as his next move is accelerating, according to a report. Manchester United made Antony their second most expensive signing of all time in summer 2022 when he joined in a mega £82 million deal. Then, manager Erik ten Hag convinced United to go way above Antony's market value to reunite him with his former Ajax star. However, the right winger has not even got close to justifying that price tag, registering just 12 goals and 5 assists in 96 appearances for United across all competitions. Things went from bad to worse for Antony when Ruben Amorim replaced Ten Hag in November. Amorim uses number 10s and wingbacks instead of wingers, and this saw Antony get loaned out to Real Betis in January. The Brazilian thrived away from Old Trafford, notching 9 goals and 5 assists in 26 matches and helping Betis reach the Europa Conference League final. This upturn in form led to renewed interest in Antony's services from Betis and clubs in other countries such as Brazil, Turkey and Saudi Arabia. Time is running out for United to offload Antony, but his next move is finally gaining momentum. As per Centre Devils, Betis have put themselves in pole position to re-sign the forward. The La Liga outfit are advancing in talks with United as they look to strike an agreement. A new offer is expected imminently. Betis know that Antony would ideally like to return to the club and have agreed personal terms with him. Antony is only pushing for a move to Betis and has turned down numerous Saudi proposals to make his return to Spain happen. Manchester United could get £30 to £40 million back for Antony. It is unclear at this stage exactly how much Betis are willing to pay for the 25-year-old. United have previously quoted super-rich Saudi clubs €50 million, £43 million for Antony, though Betis are more likely to offer between £30 to £40 million. This update is good news for United, especially as fellow winger Jadon Sancho is proving so difficult to move on. Sancho has rejected Roma, and this has forced the Italian club to enter talks for a Chelsea star instead. Marcus Rashford, Tyrell Malaysia and Alejandro Garnacho were the other members of United's so-called bomb squad at the start of the summer. Rashford has already joined Barcelona on a loan deal that includes a €30 million option to buy, while Chelsea are aiming to sign Garnacho before the September 1st deadline. So Reds, what do you make of this? Should United cut their losses and let Antony go for £30 to £40 million? Or do you think he deserves one more chance under Amorim? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest United news here on United Vision. Meanwhile, in other news, at Carrington this week, Manchester United's sessions have been entirely geared towards shaping the tactical spine of Ruben Amorim's side. The manager has leaned heavily on his preferred 3-4-2-1 system, drilling the back three into discipline and quick recovery transitions. Leny Yoro has been the vocal marshal in defence, flanked by Harry Maguire and Matthijs de Ligt, both tasked with stepping high to compress the field. The emphasis in training has been on squeezing the opposition between the lines, forcing turnovers and launching swift counters. The midfield core has been the heartbeat of Amorim's blueprint. Casemiro, Mount and Kobbie Mainoo have been rehearsing constant rotations, with Mount pushing into half spaces while Mainoo drops deeper to recycle possession. Out wide, the wing-backs have been crucial in stretching the pitch. Luke Shaw on the left and Diogo Dalot on the right were seen repeatedly working overlaps under strict instructions to deliver early service into the box for the forwards. In attack, Amorim's focus has been on fluidity and pressing triggers. Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha operated just behind Benjamin Sesko, who has been sharpening his runs between the channels. Training patterns emphasised fast one-touch combinations between the attacking trio, with the goal of pulling Arsenal's defensive line out of shape. Sesko's aerial threat and Cunha's link-up play were central to these exercises, while Mbeumo provided width and pace on the break. The expected lineup, judging from drills, shapes up as Onana in goal, a back three of De Ligt, Maguire and Leny Yoro, Shaw and Dalot as wing-backs, Casemiro and Mainoo in midfield, Mbeumo and Cunha as dual playmakers, Sesko spearheading the attack. Amorim seems intent on a proactive, aggressive game plan, pinning Fulham back with wing overloads while maintaining defensive stability through a compact back three. For United fans, these tactical rehearsals carry a clear message. This team is built to be bold, press high and strike fast. Carrington has been alive with intensity, and the lineup taking shape suggests a side ready to not just compete, but to impose their rhythm on the Premier League opener. So Reds, what do you think of Amorim's bold lineup and tactics? Do you believe this system can fire United back to the top, or do you see gaps that could be exploited by rivals? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to United Vision for daily updates and tactical breakdowns straight from Manchester. Meanwhile, in other news, Manchester United are about to unlock their next big transfer under Ruben Amorim. With just 9 days left in the window, things are heating up. Midfield reinforcements are now the priority. Could one big outgoing finally trigger the domino effect United need? Let's break it all down. Manchester United's transfer business is far from over. After splashing nearly £200 million on Benjamin Sesko, Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha, United are now turning their attention to midfield reinforcements before the September 1st deadline. Ruben Amorim is determined to strengthen the spine of his squad, but to make that happen, United may need to sell before they buy. One of the biggest stories right now surrounds Rasmus Højlund. The Danish striker was left out of the squad in United's opening Premier League clash against Arsenal, fueling speculation about his future. Napoli are the latest club linked, with reports of talks over a move worth around £30 million. Højlund himself is said to prefer a loan with an obligation to buy, which could give United guaranteed funds heading into next year. Meanwhile, Jadon Sancho has reportedly rejected a move to Roma, while Antony's situation remains unresolved. Alejandro Garnacho is also on Chelsea's radar, though no formal bid has been made. These unresolved outgoings have left United walking a financial tightrope as they try to back Amorim in the market. On the incoming side, 3 names are standing out. Stuttgart's Angelo Stiller, valued at just under £39 million, and is considered a strong option. Crystal Palace's Adam Wharton, who has quickly established himself as one of England's most promising young midfielders, is also on the shortlist, but comes at a hefty £60 million price tag. And then there's Brighton's Carlos Baleba, arguably the dream target. But at £100 million, United know that deal may have to wait until a future window. The logic is clear. A £30 million sale of Højlund could be the domino that unlocks United's next big transfer. Amorim wants another midfielder who can provide balance, energy and competition across a long season. If the Red Devils can offload the striker, fans could soon see a fresh face walking through the doors at Carrington. United's window has already been bold, but this final stretch could determine whether the squad truly looks ready to challenge again or remains one step short. So, United fans, what do you think? Should the club cash in on Højlund to fund a new midfielder, or hold on to him for depth? And out of Stiller, Wharton and Baleba, which one would you love to see in red? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you enjoyed the update, and don't forget to subscribe to United Vision for daily Manchester United news. Meanwhile, in other news, Manchester United's transfer window just got another shake-up, and this time, Fabrizio Romano has dropped a major bombshell. After weeks of heavy speculation linking the Red Devils with Brighton's Carlos Baleba, United are now in concrete talks with Sevilla midfielder Lucien Agoume. Romano, writing in his exclusive Give Me Sport newsletter, revealed that while Ruben Amorim has already overseen the arrivals of Benjamin Sesko, Brian Mbeumo and Mateus Cunha to supercharge United's attack, midfield reinforcements are now firmly on the agenda. And make no mistake, Agoume is at the very top of the list. The 22-year-old Frenchman, who Sevilla signed from Inter Milan, has quickly become one of La Liga's most dependable young midfielders. Calm in possession, strong in duels, and sharp with distribution, Agoume has impressed scouts across Europe. Sevilla reportedly included a £34.5 million release clause in his contract, though insiders suggest a deal could be struck for slightly less, an appealing figure compared to Baleba's £50 million plus valuation. This pivot also reveals United's smart financial planning. Having already poured major funds into attacking firepower, the board is now hunting value elsewhere, and Agoume fits the bill as a cost-effective yet high-ceiling signing. He wouldn't just be one for the future, but a player capable of immediately providing balance and depth in United's midfield. The urgency was exposed in United's opening day defeat to Arsenal at Old Trafford. Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro started in midfield, but Amorim still had to call upon academy graduate Kobbie Mainoo and summer signing Manuel Ugarte from the bench. The need for another top-quality option was glaring, especially with a long, demanding season ahead. For fans, this chase is about more than just numbers. It's about showing ambition after a disastrous 2024/25 campaign, where United crashed out of Europe and finished mid-table. Amorim's arrival has sparked optimism, but to back his project, reinforcements are essential. Agoume could be the piece that helps rebuild the midfield for both the present and future. But here's the twist. United aren't alone. Reports in Spain suggest other Premier League clubs are circling Agoume too. Still, Romano confirms United are the most advanced right now. If a deal is sealed, Agoume would become the fourth signing of the summer and the first midfield addition, proving United are finally acting decisively in the market. Meanwhile, frustration continues to simmer after that 1-0 defeat to Arsenal, where Altay Bayindir's error gifted Ricardo Calafiori the winner. Amorim's decision to start Bayindir over a fit-again Andre Onana has split opinion, with many fans questioning the goalkeeping situation yet again. Between midfield reinforcements and a keeper dilemma, there's plenty for United to sort before the window slams shut. One thing is clear, the next few weeks could shape United's season, and Lucien Agoume might just be the name every Red Devil needs to remember. So, Reds, what do you think? Is Agoume the perfect fit to strengthen United's midfield? Or should the club have gone all in for Baleba? Drop your thoughts below, smash a like if you want more transfer scoops, and make sure to subscribe to United Vision. Because this summer, the updates are coming thick and fast.